Hello everyone, welcome to our online lecture series of biopharmaceutics and pharmacokinetics. In this series lecture, we will discuss about the ADME of the drug. So absorptions of the drug that we already discussed, distribution of drug that was started in our previous lecture. In that we discuss about different factors that affect the distribution. Now we reach to this point, that is the effect of protein binding on the distributions of the drug and effect of tissue binding on the distribution of the drug. So here now the next point is the binding of drug to the blood component. Here in that blood component, main first one, that is the plasma protein. This plasma protein, in that human serum albumin is there, alpha acid glycoprotein is there, lipoprotein is there, alpha 1 globulin is there, alpha 2 globulin and hemoglobin is there. Maximum amount of drug that bind to the human serum albumin. Why? Because the human serum albumin possesses the four binding site. It possesses the four binding site, and different binding site having a affinity for the different drug molecule. Some of the binding site can bind with the acidic drug, some of the binding site can bind with the basic drug. So the higher variety is there where the drug can bind. So maximum amount of drug that bind to the human serum albumin, and the concentrations of the human serum albumin with respect to total plasma protein is above 70%. So that's why the this one is the main plasma component where the drug is going to bind and become a complex, and that complex cannot cross the barrier and can't be distributed to the other part of the body. Second one, that is the alpha acid glycoprotein, has a high affinity for the basic drug molecules like the imipramine is there, amitriptyline is there. This type of drug can bind with the alpha acid glycoprotein and make a complex. Another plasma component, that is nothing but the lipoprotein. This lipoprotein is lipid in characters. In the lipoprotein, main the four different type of lipoprotein is there. That is the chylomicron is there, HDL is there, VLDL is there, and LDL is there. Okay, here this lipoprotein is rich with the lipidic component. So if the drug having a lipidic characters, so due to the lipidic character, the drug has a more affinity towards this lipoprotein and will bind with the lipoprotein. So basic and lipophilic drug molecule can easily bind with this lipoprotein component. Alpha 1 globulin. In globulin, main three type is there: alpha, beta and gamma. Gamma globulin is nothing but the immunoglobulin, is nothing but the antibody. So main binding of the drug that occur with the alpha and beta. Okay, in that alpha 1 and alpha 2 is the important one. Alpha 1 has a affinity toward the steroidal drug molecules in vitamin B12, and alpha 2 has a affinity for oil soluble vitamin, that is the vitamin A, D, E, K. Now if I talk about the blood cell component, so in the blood cell, main the two type of cell is the WBC and RBC. WBC is involved in protection mechanism. RBC, 40% of blood comprised of the blood cell, and in that 95% of cell is nothing but the RBC. And RBC possesses the hemoglobin. RBC possesses the hemoglobin, and hemoglobin has a high affinity for phenytoin, phenobarbitons. So this drug molecule will bind with this hemoglobin and make the complex. And once the complex will form, this complex is remain in the blood vessel. It cannot distribute to the different part of body. It cannot transfer from one compartment to the another compartment. So ultimately the distributions of drug is stopped. Once the drug dissociated from this plasma, later on drug can distribute to the different part of body. So this binding is reversible in characters. Binding of drug with the plasma protein is reversible in character. Now next one, that is the binding of drug to the tissue component. So extravascular tissue protein, 40% of total body weight comprise of vascular tissue, okay, where the drug can bind. So tissue drug binding result in the localizations of the drug at particular site in the body, and it will be serve as a reservoir. Means the drug will deposited to that area, drug will accommodated to that area, drug is not going to distribute to the different part of body, it will be stored to that area. Suppose for example, if the highly lipophilic drug is there, so it will be stored in adipose tissue. Adipose tissue has a high affinity for lipophilic drug molecule. So here that area will be act as a reservoir for the drug molecule. So ultimately the excretions of drug is going to decrease, the duration of actions of drug is going to increase. But in this case, more amount of drug is required. Means the dose of drug should be higher. If the drug is highly lipophilic in character and person is too much obese, means the adipose tissue is too high, so ultimately larger dose is required to treat the disease. Why? Because the drug is going to bind with the tissue component. So as the binding is increased, it also increases the biological half-life. Why? Because the drug is not going to excrete it. Drug is remain in the body for the long period of the time. Ultimately half-life of the drug is going to increase. An irreversible binding of drug may lead to the drug toxicity. Which organ has a high affinity to bind with the drug molecule? So liver, kidney, lungs, muscles, skin, eye, bone, hair, nail, these are the organ is there where the binding affinity toward the drug is more. So drug is going to bind with this organ system and accumulated to this organ system. Now next factors that affect the distributions of the drug, that is the miscellaneous factor. In that many factors, is the first one is the age. Now different age category, infants is there, adult is there, elder is there. So in that some component is different. For example, the total body water is there. So total body water is greater in the infants. So if the body water is varies, ultimately distributions of the drug may be varies. Hydrophilic drug, lipophilic drug distribution is varies. Why? Because the water content is more in the infants. Fat content is higher in the infants and elder person, while in adult fat content is less. If I talk about the skeletal muscle is lesser in the infants and elder person. Organ compositions. So BBB is poorly developed in the infants. So if some drug is given to the infants, it can easily cross the BBB if moderately polar is there. While in case of the adult, this moderately polar drug cannot cross the BBB. Why? Because the BBB is completely developed. So here these are the criteria is there, and that's why the different age person, means the infants is there, adult is there, elder person is there, that distributions of the drug may vary. Suppose if I talk about the pregnancy, in the pregnancy, during the pregnancy, due to the growth of uterus, placenta and fetus, increase the volume, and if the volume is going to increase, ultimately distributions of the drug may vary. Next factor, that is obesity. So in obese person, high adipose tissue is there. So high distributions of the lipophilic drug is occur in the obese person. Diet also plays the important role in the distributions of the drug. Okay, diet high in fat will increase the fatty acid level in the circulation, and that's why affecting the binding of the acidic drug. It will affecting the binding of, why? Because the fatty acid have a high affinity towards some plasma protein. So if the fatty acid is going to bind with the plasma protein, so acidic drug will cannot bind with that plasma protein. Why? Because the site is already saturated with the fatty acid. So if the high fat content is there, so it may affect the binding of acidic drug molecule. Some disease condition also affect the distributions of the drug molecule. For example, in any disease condition in which the altered the albumin content, so plasma protein binding altered, alterations or reduce the perfusions to the organ or tissue, it may also affect the distributions of drug. If pH is going to change, again distribution is going to change. So disease conditions affect the distributions of the drug molecules. So these are the factors that affect the distributions of drug molecule. Now next important point, that is the apparent volume of distribution. Now what is the meaning of volume of distribution? Volume of distribution means the volume in which the drug is going to distribute it. Body volume in which the drug is going to distribute it. Drug, once the drug enter into the systemic circulation, later on drug distribute to the different part of body. Okay, it may distribute to the extravascular tissue, it may distribute to the intravascular tissue, it may distribute to the different receptor. So we cannot determine the exact quantity of drug to every part of body. So that's why it is impossible to determine. It is very difficult to determine the actual volume of distribution. It is very difficult to determine the actual volume of distribution, and that's why we determine the apparent volume of distribution. Apparent volume of distribution, it is also called as a hypothetical volume of distribution. It is the hypothetical volume of distribution in which the drug is going to distribute it. Means hypothetical volume in which the drug is going to distribute it. So apparent volume of distribution is the proportionality constant relating to the plasma concentration and total amount of drug. So it is determined with respect to these two parameter only. We are not going to determine the concentration of drug to each cell, to each tissue compartment. We determine the concentrations of the drug in plasma only, and it is feasible to us. We can determine the concentration in blood, we cannot determine the concentration in each part of body. So this one is a feasible, and that's why we determine the volume of distribution, hypothetical volume of distribution, by measuring the concentration in plasma only with respect to total amount of drug. We know that as the total amount of drug is going to increase, the concentration is going to increase. So that's why we can write that X proportional to C. Now when I remove the proportionality sign, there is need to place the proportionality constant, and that is the Vd, and it is the apparent volume of distribution. So apparent volume of distribution is equal to X by C. Vd is equal to X by C. X means the total amount of drug that is enter into the body, and C is the concentrations of the drug in the plasma. Now here apparent volume of distribution is depends on the concentrations of the drug in the plasma. Now drug with the large apparent volume of distribution is that are more concentrated in extravascular tissue. Otherwise we can say is that less concentrated into the intravascular. Means if the Vd of the drug is higher than the actual body fluid is 42 liter. If the Vd of drug is higher than the actual volume of distribution, then it indicates that the plasma protein binding of drug is very less, and binding of drug to the tissue compartment is comparatively more. Means the drug has a high affinity toward the extravascular tissue. So from the Vd we can judge whether the plasma protein binding of drug is high or less. If the Vd is less than the actual body fluid, means less than the 42 liter, if it is in the range of 3 liter 4 liter, then plasma protein binding of drug is very high. Okay, in certain pathological conditions Vd of the drug may be altered if the distribution of drug is going to change. If the distribution is changed, Vd may be changed. Now here if the drug is given by the IV bolus, then Vd can be determined by this equation. Means x0 divided by concentration. Concentration is determined by Ke into AUC, that we know that we already studied in compartment model. And if the drug is given by the extravascular, means other than IV bolus is there, then here fraction, this fraction component is required to be included in equation. So Vd can be determined by this equation. Now if the plasma protein binding is more, for example here warfarin is there, that plasma protein binding is too high, so that volume of distribution is 10 liter only. And if the plasma protein binding of drug is too less, that volume of distribution is too high than the actual volume of distribution. For example, chloroquine is there, that volume of distribution is 15,000 liter. Okay, so volume of distribution is apparent, it is the hypothetical, it is not related to the actual value. Okay, so here our distributions of the drug topic is completed. You can see this type of all the online video on our YouTube channel, that is Pharma Ignite. So please subscribe our YouTube channel Pharma Ignite. Thank you very much.